Heading over to that gate over there. Getting a good start before sunrise. Going to the water box that I didn't quite get to last night to enjoy some breakfast. And then on with the day. It's a gorgeous morning out here. I heard coyotes last night. I heard elk, I think. It was either that or hunters calling elk. One or the other. Owls, all kinds of things. It was definitely an active night. The coyotes were especially active. They were hunting all over this area. And at least one of them was talking to me. I moved and it started howling. Turned my light on and it started howling. So that was exciting. I just turned my light on brighter and shined it at it. Anyway, off we go. It's a really cool breeze coming down this valley. I had a nice spot up in those trees up there, protected from the wind a bit and not too cold. It's like 5 degrees colder just down here, it feels. All right, getting on with the day. Thanks again for joining me on another one of Charlie's Hikes. All right, heading downhill again, away from the river now. These valleys are so much cooler. Whew. Well, I say cold air sinks, so it is true. Anyway, I wanted to mention a little bit about the trail. If you look closely, you'll notice some bike tire tracks. This is it's most prominent for mountain biking, this trail. It's been known for that for a long time. It's considered one of the top trails in the country for that, long distance wise at least. But it's also open, of course, to hikers and to equestrians. And so you never really know who you're going to see out here. Granted, I haven't seen a single soul on this trail yet, but it is a weekend coming, so that's probably going to change. Oh, note the sunrise up the valley. Wow. But you will see the trail gets rutted in spots because the mountain bikers are the heaviest users of it. When I get into the national park tomorrow, or in 2 days, there won't be any mountain bikers. They're not allowed in the national park. That's Teddy Roosevelt National Park. And instead, there also isn't any trail maintenance, and the trail's not as heavily used. So out here, I'm thankful for the mountain bikers. There's a lot of great maintenance going on with the Maah Daah Hey Trail Association, and this trail's been easy to follow and very pleasant to walk to date. So it's going to be really tough in the park. I expect bushwhacking. It's basically what I've been told. So that'll be a part of the adventure when we get there. But in the meantime, at sunrise in this landscape, just incredible. This area is known as Bear Creek. There's a trailhead, and this is where the water box is as well. Bear Creek's got a few stagnant pools by the looks of it, and that's about it. Here's the water box, and I was leaning up against the pole over there having a really nice breakfast, stretch, drinking some water. Now it's time to move. It's almost 9 o'clock. Well, unfortunately, these cows are on the trail, and I'm just kind of herding them down the trail. So that's the way it goes sometimes. It's a narrow little spot up here. It's beautiful, though. Holy cow, views everywhere. Well, I've got an audience. I found a more level spot, so I'm taking a wide berth around this herd, hopefully, so I can stay up here and I can keep hiking on the trail, which is off to my left. And the lead cow's kind of pissed, which I can appreciate. Such is the morning on the Maah Daah Hey Trail. There they go. Now I'm going back to the trail, so what's the point? I have no idea what that cow's saying to the rest of the herd down the valley. It's probably not good. The cows are assembling. A little bit of entertainment for the morning. Okay. Hey, sorry dude, sorry. Yeah, they're all assembling. There's some over there too. Oh, there's a pole over there. So I'm going to stay up on this ridge. This is great. This is just beautiful. All right, a few notes from the trail. First one, these trekking poles. If you follow my channel much, you may notice I don't usually use these. I just bought them when I got here because I mailed resupply packages. I mailed my trekking poles as well to Medora, and thankfully my resupplies made it, but my trekking poles, last time I looked, were still somewhere out there in the USPS system. So hoping when I get back to Medora they are there. I think yesterday, maybe I'll check when I have service, but I think yesterday would have been probably the last mail delivery day until Monday, and I'm gonna just have to return them to sender if they haven't arrived at this point. That's okay though. These are working out fine. They're twice as heavy as my normal ones, so definitely getting a better workout with these. So that's one equipment note. The other one on my shoulder here, I just, because I stuff my phone into that shoulder pocket, it tends to, it's a little bit bigger than probably what should go in there. So it's been rubbing a little bit on my shoulder. So I don't have my duct tape. It's normally on my old poles, my other poles wrapped around them. So didn't have them on this one. So I use Leuco tape on my pack, which I put on my feet normally. It seems to be working out okay. Definitely helped. It was a marginal improvement, and I'll probably experiment some more with that as I go. But yeah, just a couple of equipment notes. You know, I'm on like, mile 25, something like that. I'm kind of losing track at this point. I'm just out here in flow, just hiking. But yeah, I'm, just a little ways into this hike. When you think about 144 miles with your shoulder rubbing on your pack, you suddenly want to fix it. So yeah, we'll get that dialed in. Otherwise, gosh, what a beautiful day. Just loving it out here. water in there. Here's a campground here with water, so I'm gonna branch off to it and fill up and down to about 1 liter. Adding 1.5 miles to my day today. All right, just accessed a pit toilet, and now I found the water pump. So I'm gonna start hand pumping this, grab 1.5 liters, and I'm off to my next destination. Well, I wasn't sure how my first hand pump would work with water, but that worked out great. I got 1.5 liters, which will get me definitely to the next trailhead. I think I have a cache there, but it's either that one or it's a little bit later in the day. So I'm gonna find out, but I didn't want to find out the hard way and be like on fumes of water, almost nothing. So playing it safe, found a pit toilet, like life is good. So it only took 5 or 6 pumps to get the hand pump to start putting out water, so that was fantastic. I've heard some of them, Magpie in particular, it's like 75 pumps. So just delighted to get water, nice cold water. And moving on, it hit 80 degrees on the climb up here. It's just no wind and just kind of heats up in there. So I'm going to descend that kind of quickly and get back on the Maah Daah Hey. And that concludes the detour back on the Maah Daah Hey Trail. While coming today. pulled up at the water box, had an early dinner. Looking to hike another 5 to 10 miles tonight. Up there. Every now and again you see a pole like that and you go, whoa, I wonder how it's going to get there. But I think it's coming up diagonally from the left below. It's kind of circuitous. It wrapped around the far right side to get to this point. Now the question is, where's the trail go? It looks like down here, and then maybe it wraps around and goes up. Yes, indeed. Getting to know this trail, how it acts, what it does. Train out there, going left to right, just before you pull off in the distance. And an oil well, looks like, or gas well. What we have here is a lovely golden hour ridge walk. I'm going to follow the ridge for quite a while, and yeah, it's a little windy. I gotta find a place to camp eventually, but right now it's about 5:25. Got hour and 15 before it gets really dark, so should be fun. Enjoy the views.